Welcome to the show. Today we're going to talk all about building unshakable confidence, whether you're on or off the stage. And so if that's something that you need, well, then I welcome you. You're in the right place. So we're going to get started. But first, of course, a little speaker wisdom. Now, in this business, I'm being real here. In this business, there's going to be a lot of rejection. And so one thing that's going to be most important for you to do is really build up that resiliency within you and continue to put yourself out there, continue to promote yourself, continue to pitch other companies, continue to make those connections, continue to contact event and meeting planners over and over and over again, especially if you're new. When you're new, it's going to be a little challenging and it's going to take a little time to really get your feet in the door. Unless you just have tons of money, you can pay someone, get on a stage of thousands at one time and really just start taking it from there. Gain that credibility, leveraging the influence, and then adding them to your list, and you have a whole system together. But realistically, a lot of us are not starting out that way. And so that's okay. You can start in stages, but you must be willing to do the work. Listen, when I first started this thing called the virtual space, virtual public speaking, I recorded or did lives. I did 400 of them in 3 months because I wanted to learn and master the skill. Now, during that time, I was also promoting myself to various companies every single week. I think I was sending out I'd say about 50 to 100 proposals. Yes, I had templates, but proposals out every single week to these companies, asking them to, hire me or allow me to speak in front of their audience. I did a lot of that. And I got a lot of no's. I got a lot of rejections. And you know what? That's okay. Now those people who rejected me, who do know me, were sorry that they did that. But that's because now I have the influence and they've seen me in action on bigger stages than theirs. But the idea is to continuously to do it. And it really takes a strong mindset. And I do a lot of preparation in the morning to really get myself together, to have the mental strength and capacity to continue to promote myself every single day, no matter if I'm too tired, don't want to do it. I still push myself, and I also track what I'm doing. So if there's any time where I say, oh, I haven't gotten any speaking opportunities in a while, I can look back and see what Christie did. Hey, Christie, you really didn't promote yourself that month. So that's the reason why you haven't had any speaking opportunities. Or, wow, Christie, you've promoted yourself more than any month ever. And so that's why all of these new opportunities are coming to you. And so the idea is just to get in a space where you're not worried about the no's and no, maybe just not right now. Maybe they have another event with another topic that may be a better fit for you. You never know. But just continuously send out those proposals, send out those emails, call, just do it over and over till you are like a robot. You're just sending these out all day long and you're not worried about the no's. Realistically, I've been in sales for a long time, many years, and I understand this, is that not everyone is going to want your services. Not everyone's going to say yes. And sometimes you have to send out 100 pieces of information to get that one yes. But that's okay. That one opportunity, maybe the one opportunity is going to catapult your business to new heights. And that's where you want to be. That's what you want to experience. That's what you want. And that's going to allow you to create that shift in your career as a speaker and as an expert. And so if that's something that you want to do, I'm glad you are in the right place, because we're going to talk about how to really create that unshakable confidence, whether it's on or off the stage. It's going to allow you to boost up that resiliency we talked about. It's going to allow you to really transform your business, your life, using the power of public speaking. So the first is set achievable goals. Now, I like to talk about SMART goals, and that's another topic, but just setting achievable goals is very valuable to do. Let me give you an example. When you're setting small mini goals, you're not doing anything overwhelming, you're going to gain a little more confidence, and then a little more confidence, and a little more confidence, and a little more confidence. And that's pretty much the idea, is to gain so much confidence that it doesn't matter if you are called for an opportunity tomorrow, you are ready to show up at your absolute best. And so let me just share how I did this. When I first started public speaking, I was practicing in my home, my car, practicing for that big moment. But I've got my first opportunities from friends or from small nonprofit organizations around my area, and also small organizations. That's where I kind of got my feet wet in the speaking world. It allowed me to get in front of people, kind of tailor some things, fill out my approach, fill out audience, and how to, best navigate the whole speaking arena as far as going to a event location, setting up, what are the things I need to bring, how do I engage the audience, how are they going to showcase my presentation, and kind of just reducing the nerves around that. So I had a little experience in a small space. And then I took it to the next level by actually paying to get on a few stages. So I paid about $2,000 to showcase my presentation at someone else's event. I did a couple of those. And again, it allowed me to see what I was doing well, what I wasn't doing right, what I needed to tweak, and what I need to advance for future speaking engagements. And then I went off to getting more paid opportunities. Now, at this time, I was pretty confident in myself. I had my system together, and things flowed a little better, but things really didn't transform until I started creating my own events. When I started hosting my own events, hosting my own trainings for various corporations, that's really when I was able to get a consistent, not only consistent flow of business, but also consistent flow of practice delivering, practice organizing, practicing developing, all those things I had to learn and master. And at first it was rocky, but as I did more and more and more of them, I became more confident within myself in doing that. And so that now I'm super confident. And last week I got a speaking opportunity on a topic that I'm not familiar with. I had only, I think, less than 24 hours to practice it and study it before I spoke in front of over 400 people at a event location. And it was easy for me. It wasn't easy, it was a challenge, but I was able to do it. Whereas prior, if I had jumped head in to a project such as that, I probably would have failed and fell right on my face. But the idea is to do things in increments and build and build and build. So set those achievable goals, one after another, and keep moving forward. The next thing that's going to help you to gain the confidence to speak either on stage or off, just more confidence in general in every environment, is to practice your public speaking skills. People think public speaking is only speaking on stage. I'm here to tell you, no, it's so much more. Being a better public speaker has allowed me to gain better relationships, also allowed me to be more comfortable in social environments. It's allowed me to be seen as more authoritative when I'm speaking in business settings. Also allowed me to establish better relationships with my family members, as well as all the other things I talked about in regards to my business. Public speaking can take you so very far. And I like to say, even above that, public speaking is really learning and mastering the art of communication, communicating with other people on a human-to-human level. And so being a great public speaker, practicing that is extremely important. If you know my story, you know I practice public speaking every single day. Even after 20 years, I'm still practicing the art of public speaking. When I first started out, I practiced about 5 times a day. I wanted to learn and master this great skill. I knew that it could transform my life. I knew it could transform my career, but I had no idea the magnitude that public speaking could bring for me and the people that I coach. Until I learned and started practicing this and got better and better and better and better within this craft. And so practice your public speaking. Find ways that you can present. I started at home. I started talking to pillows and white pieces of paper with happy faces on them at home, practicing in my car. I took it to, smaller events and doing presentations at work. Always, always, always volunteer to present at work. But also, one thing that you should know is that when you are practicing for a presentation, let's say the presentation is like 25, maybe 30 minutes, you should practice at least 10 to 20 times prior to that event. And the things that you're going to be practicing are your eye contact, your body gestures, your vocal inflection, your energy level, how you're going to be able to dynamically captivate that audience using your expertise. How are you going to move them? How are you going to motivate them, inspire them, and hopefully persuade them to buy and find out more about your products and services? There's a skill set to being able to do that effectively, but in all regards, practicing. What you don't want to do is you don't want to get in front of a stage and just figure things out. Listen, the audience can see right through you when you do that, when you're not organized, when your presentation is not organized, when it's not structured, when you're forgetting valuable pieces of information that can change their lives. Remember, you have one moment. When you're on that stage, you have one moment to make a lasting impression, or your time, your money, your day, your weeks are wasted. And the likelihood of you getting another speaking opportunity from the relationships that you received from that event are very small. So let's not do that. Now, the last thing that's really going to help you to really advance your confidence level is volunteering for leadership roles at organizations. And so if you are a member of any organization, volunteer for opportunities. How I first started is, of course, I was a member at first, getting feel for the group, seeing if I want to stay there or not. And for those organizations that I did get a warm and fuzzy feeling about, I voted, or I asked to be on one of their leadership team. I started small roles, like, I don't know, sergeant at arms or treasurer or something like that. But it gave me a little small opportunity to speak in front of the group. Okay, I'm getting familiar doing that. But then I advanced to roles that were a higher level, such as president or vice president. And that really allowed me to get in front of the organization even more. Now, organizations that I'm a member of, I'm usually a speaker there. So we host events, and so I'll be the EMC or I'll be the speaker. So again, that gives me more practice, right? And also in front of more people, and really practicing the structure of hosting events so that I can do a better job hosting my own events. Now, if you are in any organizations, go for it. Ask to be in leadership role. Vote yourself in there. And start elevating and getting your practice leading groups of audiences. It's going to also allow you to better be able to lead or large audiences or large groups when you're getting familiar with being in front of groups on a regular basis. You're not going to be all nervous anymore, because you're going to get a lot of practice doing this. And so I encourage you and challenge you to seek out these organizations and opt in for a role within that organization. So we have talked about a lot. Hopefully I've given you some tips you can start today on how to build that unshakable confidence, either on or off the stage. We talked about set achievable goals, how to, and the importance of public speaking practice, and also volunteering for those leadership roles. And so start doing that today. Gain the confidence to get out in front of more groups on a consistent basis and really showcase what you do as an expert. Now, of course, if you need help in this area, you know who to call. You can always find me at www.beseenbeloved.com. You can go to my contact page, send me an email. I always respond to emails. But most importantly, I do have a program, an extensive program that talks about all levels of public speaking, but really allows you to create a lucrative and sustainable business around using the power of public speaking and showcasing yourself as an expert in your industry who gets paid for what you do. If that's something that you are looking forward to, go to my website, www.speaktoriches.com. I'd be more than happy to help you and look forward to seeing you next week, same time, same place on the Be Seen, Be Loved show. Bye for now. Much love and success.
Are you a professional struggling to speak confidently in front of others? Do you have trouble giving presentations or leading teams? Are you finding it difficult to sell to clients? At Be Seen, Beloved, we understand the challenges you face. That's why we're here to help. With our expert guidance and training, you'll gain the confidence you need to excel in your business and career. Whether you're looking to lead groups, speak to larger audiences, or train people in your corporation, we can help. Our unique approach will not only improve your business connections and increase your income, but it will also lead to a happier and more fulfilled life. So why wait? Take the first step towards success and visit us at www.beseenbeloved.com today.